Today, we're going to talk about a super simple, science-backed way to calm your brain down in just a few minutes. And the best part? It uses a tool you have with you all the time, your own breath. Think of it as a reset button for your brain.
You know that feeling, right? Where your mind just feels completely overwhelmed? Your thoughts are racing, you're stuck in a loop of anxiety, and you just can't seem to get a handle on it. It's like your brain is running a program and you can't find the off switch.
So, to figure out how we can hit that reset button, we first have to understand what's actually going on inside our bodies when we feel that stress. Let's start with the overwhelmed brain. Okay, the easiest way to picture your nervous system is to think of it like a car. You've got two main modes. The sympathetic system, that's your gas pedal. It's that fight or flight response that revs you up for action. And then you have the parasympathetic system. That's your brake pedal. It's all about rest, recovery, and calming down. Now, when you're feeling anxious, it's basically because that gas pedal is floored. It's stuck on. And you feel it in your body, right? Your heart starts pounding, your breathing gets all fast and shallow, and your mind goes into overdrive, scanning for danger everywhere, even when there's no real threat. So the big question is, how do you get your foot off that gas and onto the brake? Well, it turns out your body has this amazing built-in secret switch. You just have to know where it is and, more importantly, how to flip it. And that brings us to the hero of our story, the vagus nerve. Now, this isn't just some little nerve. It's a massive information superhighway that connects your brain to almost all of your major organs. It's constantly sending signals back and forth, telling your body whether it's time to freak out or time to calm down. And here is the absolute key to this whole thing. Most of what your body does, your heart rate, your digestion, it all happens on autopilot, right? It's autonomic. But there is one huge exception. There's one of these automatic processes that you can grab the controls for anytime you want, your breath. Okay, so if our breath is the control lever, how does pulling it actually rewire anything? This is where it gets really fascinating. Let's look at the science of how a simple change in the way you breathe can totally shift your physical and mental state. Now, the core mechanism has this kind of fancy, intimidating name, respiratory sinus arrhythmia. But don't worry about the name. All it means is that your heart naturally speeds up just a little bit every time you breathe in, and it slows down every time you breathe out. It's this built-in rhythm that we're going to use. So think about it. If your heart rate already slows down on the exhale, what do you think happens if you intentionally make your exhale longer and slower? You got it. You amplify that calming effect. That long, slow exhale is a direct physical signal you're sending to your vagus nerve to hit the brakes. And get this, we can actually measure this in real time. It's called heart rate variability, or HRV. You can think of HRV as a sign of how flexible and resilient your nervous system is. The higher your HRV, the better you are at handling stress. And as you can see here, shifting to slow exhale breathing makes your HRV shoot up. That's a picture of your body literally becoming more resilient. This physical shift doesn't stop in your body. It sends a powerful, all-clear signal right up the vagus nerve to your brain. It basically tells your amygdala, that's your brain's frantic little threat detector, to stand down. And when the amygdala quiets down, it allows your prefrontal cortex, the logical, clear-thinking part of your brain, to come back online. You can literally breathe your way back to rational thought. Okay, so that's the why. Pretty cool, right? But what about the how? Let's get really practical and talk about a simple technique you can use anywhere, anytime to get these benefits in just 3 minutes. The target is incredibly simple. All we're aiming for is about 6 breaths a minute. Research has shown that this is the sweet spot. It's the perfect rhythm to activate the vagus nerve and really shift your body into that calm, coherent state. And the easiest way to get there is with what's called 4-6 breathing. It's so simple. You just inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. Then you exhale slowly, maybe through pursed lips, for a count of 6. That's it. In for 4, out for 6. Just repeat that for about 3 to 5 minutes. Remember, the key is always making that exhale longer than the inhale. So what does this actually feel like? I love how the source material puts it. As your body's physiology starts to shift, you can feel your mind unclench. It's this perfect word for that feeling of tightness and racing thoughts just dissolving. Now, this isn't just an emergency tool for when you're already in a panic. When you practice it consistently, it becomes a powerful tool for prevention. You're actually helping your body build a fundamentally calmer baseline over time. So let's just recap the big takeaways here. Number 1, slow, long exhales are the magic button. They stimulate your vagus nerve. Number 2, this sends a powerful safety signal to your brain. 3, just 3 to 5 minutes of this can be enough to get you thinking clearly again. And 4, doing this regularly actually builds up your long-term resilience to stress.
So when should you use your new reset button? Think of it as your secret weapon. Maybe do it for a couple of minutes before a tough conversation to get centered. You could even do it discreetly in the middle of a tense meeting. But most importantly, use it the second you feel that familiar spiral of worry starting to kick in.
And that really leaves us with one last question to think about. Now that you know you have this physiological reset button, a way to consciously go from feeling anxious and overwhelmed to calm and clear in just a couple of minutes, what could you change with that? What becomes possible?